Today we are going to discuss about duodenum and pancreas. Now the duodenum and pancreas, the reason they are to be discussed together is because if this is these are the 9 quadrants, then this is transpyloric plane, and that's where the pylorus ends, duodenum starts. So duodenum is restricted to these 2 quadrants, epigastric and pancreatic. It's the first part of the duodenum which is in the epigastric area. It's the first part of the duodenum which receives acid from the stomach and therefore susceptible for peptic ulcers, and therefore pain in epigastrium. You have to suspect a duodenal ulcer because first part of the duodenum is in the epigastric area. First part, second part, third part, fourth part. Duodenum has 4 parts. Okay? And in this C-shaped curve of duodenum, is the pancreas. And here is the spleen. Okay? So tail of the pancreas is in close relation with the spleen. Okay? So let us make a toss. Pancreas or duodenum first. Pancreas is a universal question. Pancreas or duodenum? Okay. Duodenum also can be asked. Now parts of the pancreas, when we have a closer look, they are head, neck, body, tail, and head shows a process called as uncinate process. Uncinate process. Head shows a process called as uncinate process. Now let's start one by one with head first. Head shows anterior surface, posterior surface, superior border, right border, inferior border. Okay? So superior border, right border, inferior border. Now this side, relations of the head, relations of the 3 borders you can easily write. Superior border related to first part of duodenum, right border related to second part, inferior border related to third part. So those who have just come, we are discussing pancreas. This is head, neck, body, tail. Pancreas lies in the C-shaped loop of the duodenum. When we discussed the blood supply of stomach, that time we said there is artery called as gastroduodenal artery. And this gastroduodenal artery gives right gastroepiploid. The name gastroduodenal means it supplies stomach and duodenal. So gastroepiploid goes to the stomach. Now duodenum is taken care by superior pancreatico-duodenal artery. So what is this artery? Superior pancreatico-duodenal artery. So superior border will also be related to superior pancreatico-duodenal artery. Even the right border will be related to it. Okay? Behind the body and uncinate process is aorta. Arising from aorta is celiac trunk, then superior mesenteric artery. The superior mesenteric artery takes origin behind the pancreas, and crosses the uncinate process and the third part of duodenum in the front. What is this artery? Superior mesenteric artery. Celiac trunk is artery of the foregut. Superior mesenteric artery is the artery of midgut. This gives a branch called as inferior pancreatico-duodenal artery. So inferior pancreatico-duodenal artery is a branch of and superior mesenteric, and superior pancreatico-duodenal artery is a branch of gastroduodenal, which is a branch of common hepatic, which is a branch of celiac. So you can always say inferior border is related to third part and inferior pancreatico-duodenal artery. Right border is related to the second part, and anastomosis between superior and inferior pancreatico-duodenal artery. Also opening here will be the into the second part of the duodenum will be the common bile duct and the pancreatic duct at the sphincter of Oddi. Also the accessory duct of pancreas. Anterior to the head, the transverse colon will go like this. There will be coils of intestine. So anterior surface and posterior surface. Head has two surfaces. Anterior surface related to transverse colon, coils of intestine. Posterior surface is, if aorta is here, IVC is here. So posterior surface of the head is related to IVC. Anterior surface to transverse colon, posterior surface to IVC. Okay? So head we are done. Uncinate process as an anterior surface which is crossed by superior mesenteric vessels. There is vein also. So uncinate process anterior relation is superior mesenteric vessels. So there will be a vein also. And these veins and arteries will line the root of mesentery. They will line the root of the mesentery. See, the mesentery is going like these two layers. So in between those two layers, the vessels will be there because they will be supplying the blood. So root of mesentery containing superior mesenteric vessel. Uncinate process, anterior relations, root of mesentery containing superior mesenteric vessel. Posteriorly, what is there posteriorly? Aorta. aorta. AC रईस संजय AC ना Now this superior mesenteric vein will go behind the neck, of the pancreas, and on the posterior surface coming from the splenic vein and superior mesenteric vein will unite behind the neck of the pancreas to form portal vein, which will go upwards. Clear? So now we talk about the relations of the neck of the pancreas. What is there posteriorly, you know already? What is there posteriorly? Portal vein. What is there anteriorly? Actually the duodenum is here. The stomach, this part of the pancreas forms the stomach bed. So stomach is here, pylorus is here. Okay, so rather the pylorus goes like this. So anterior surface is related to pylorus. So neck, anterior surface is related to pylorus, posterior surface is related to portal vein formation. Clear? So let's revise what we studied till now. Pancreas is head, uncinate process, neck, body and tail. Tail lies in the limboroidal ligament related to hilum of spleen. Okay? Head, 3 borders, superior, right, inferior. 2 surfaces, anterior, posterior. Borders we have relations are clear. Anterior surface of head related to transverse column, posterior to IVC. Uncinate process, anterior related to root of mesentery, posterior related to aorta. Neck, anterior related to pylorus is duodenum, and posterior related to portal vein formation. Now this body, what you are seeing, you may see that like head, the body may also have anterior surface and posterior surface. No. The body is slightly like this and like this. So it has a superior or anterior surface and inferior surface and a posterior surface. Okay? I will draw a separate diagram for the body, but till then understand the posterior relation. One is aorta, right? Next to the aorta, renal vessels. There will be kidney behind, the left kidney. There will be the left suprarenal, right? The left crus of diaphragm. The aorta will give the left gonadal artery. This will be one posterior relation. One more posterior relation will be splenic vein. Superior border. Running along the superior border of the body of pancreas is which artery? Splenic artery. So splenic vein is posterior to the pancreas, splenic artery is along the superior border. I am going to draw a very simplified diagram. Before that you understand this. Here is the anterior border. Attached to the anterior border is transverse mesocolon. You remember? Transverse mesocolon. So what I have drawn is stomach bed. Stomach bed we had drawn same diagram, right? Pancreas, anterior border, transverse mesocolon, left kidney, spleen, left suprarenal. Okay? Now I will draw a simplified diagram for all of you and a cut section. How a cut section looks like. So if I cut the pancreas and look from the side, the pancreas are like this. Superior border, anterior border. In the specimen you will not see like this. The specimen will also appear flat. Inferior border, anterior surface, inferior surface and posterior surface. Is it clear? Anterior border, what is attached here? Transverse mesocolon. Superior border related to which artery? Splenic artery. Inferior border related to which artery? Superior mesenteric vessels and root of mesentery, right? Because when we had drawn the diagram of the pancreas, we said that this is the aorta, right? And from there the superior mesenteric vessels come like this. Okay. So when they come, the inferior border is related to the superior mesenteric vessels and the root of mesentery. Okay. Now anterior surface, it forms the stomach bed. Anterior surface forms the stomach bed. Inferior surface, it is related to the coils of jejunum and ileum. Coils of jejunum and ileum. Right? If pancreas is like this, the inferior surface will be related to coils of jejunum and ileum. Posterior surface, I have already told you a big list. Bolo? Huh? Aorta, the left renal vessels, right? Then origin of superior mesenteric artery, right? Then left kidney, left suprarenal, left crus of diaphragm, and a vein. Which vein? Splenic vein. In the last diagram I had drawn. Now I have just enlisted the structures related to the posterior surface of pancreas. Now the last thing is the tail lies in the lienorenal ligament and related to hilum of the spleen. Lies in the lienorenal ligament and is related to the hilum of the spleen. Am I clear? Okay. Most important, in the introduction you have to write, it's pan means all, kriyas means flesh, it's a complete, looks like a fleshy organ, it's an endocrine as well as exocrine gland, right? And it's a retroperitoneal structure. In the peritoneal relations you have to write, it's a retroperitoneal structure. That means if you are a surgeon, you will hate pancreas. Because stomach, lesser sac, और उसके beyond you have to go to reach the pancreas. Okay, so retroperitoneal structure. Now let's talk about the blood supply. Blood supply we have already mentioned. Superior pancreaticoduodenal artery, branch of gastroduodenal, and inferior pancreaticoduodenal artery, branch of. Then here is splenic artery going to the spleen, and it gives a branch called as arteria pancreatica magna. मैंने नहीं दिया उसको ना. Arteria pancreatica magna. स्प्लीनिक आर्टरी एकदम दानवीर कर्ण जैसे स्टमक ये टू व्हील जो पैंक्रियास में टू व्हील जा रही है स्प्लीन को, जाते जाते और भी ऑर्गन्स को सप्लाई करते. आर्टेरिया पैंक्रियाटिका मैग्ना होगी. Venous drainage, veins of the same length, superior pancreaticoduodenal vein, inferior pancreaticoduodenal vein, okay, and they will all go to the portal vein. They will all go to the portal vein. Pancreaticolinal lymph nodes will be the lymphatic drainage. Now, the most important thing, development of pancreas.